was in court to talk about court voiding APC World Labour LG congresses, and local government congresses held across Kogi State on February 7. The congresses were held in order to elect delegates that would vote at a convention for the purpose of nominating a governorship candidate. So this is about the guys who would vote at the primaries for the candidates, but the court has voided that very election to say, oh, you are there, you are not there. Listen to the explanation around this.
This is Morning Crossfire.
Court conducted special world congresses to elect delegates that will eventually elect the party's candidates for the governorship election, but none was conducted at all at any ward. And it was based on that our clients approached the court to say, look, there was nothing, but they just saw a purported list submitted and that the list should be set aside. And the court granted it and even warned that the days of impunity, political impunity, are gone forever and it will not be tolerated. And advised the parties to go and conduct congresses prior to the nomination of their candidates. So we are so happy with the judgment.
Now, what is the implication of this judgment on APC in Kogi?
The implication is that, well, they say have time. Their Congress coming up maybe in 2 days' time. They should do the needful. Comply with the judgment, hold the special Congress either today or tomorrow, and then before they proceed. Otherwise, any step taken will be nullified or will be a nullity.
This is Morning Crossfire.
So, before you pick up, before you get into the primaries where people will start to vote for the Cuba candidate to say, oh, this is the person that would emerge, what you have is delegates with votes. And what has landed this whole issue in court is that the list did break out to say these are the people that would be delegates and would vote for in the congresses and the likes of that, in that Kogi primaries, APC primaries, that is due to take place 2 days from now. But now that list has now been voided by the court to say, guys, you just can't show up with people, names and everything without, we knowing who they are and what essence, how did you collect them? How did this list come about? And now, in the next 2 days, or should I say, just about a day or 24 hours, they would have to find a way to attend to that, meaning delegates need to be chosen in special congresses that will show up for the gubernatorial, the primaries rather, not gubernatorial, primaries of the APC in Kogi State. So there's drama building up around that one as well, in some sense of it as well. Okay, now here's another moment that was of interest. The Imo State's PDP primaries were done. Delegates voted for who will be the candidates of the party in the state. Similar experience with the guys from Bayelsa. And shortly after, we had Ademola Delegate, the governor of Osun State, declaring that, oh, Duyo Diri is the PDP candidate in the Bayelsa election for 2023. They captured and they counted the results. And pretty much how that played out is this. Take a listen.
This is Morning Crossfire.
Having satisfied the requirements of this election and having scored the highest number of votes, I, as the Chief Returning Officer, I hereby declare Senator Duyo Diri as the winner.
All that we have done here today is the necessary, very long step of this journey that we have begun. And I'm sure that by November 11th, we will land safely on our expected destination. We have to be vigilant and remember that there are those whose morbid ambition is to rule at all costs. We all must be prepared to ensure that people like that will never be enthroned into the governance of Bayelsa State.
This is Morning Crossfire.
Diri ended with his own statement. Thereafter was declared as the gubernatorial candidate of the PDP for Bayelsa State in the 2023 election. It's the sitting governor, by the way. But in politics and in recent times in Nigeria, even sitting governors can lose an election, and that is part of that. So you have that, and many other people have also featured. I understand it's Samayawu for Imo State that will be taking the PDP flag for the gubernatorial candidate position as well. All right, these are some of the things going on. And yes, after the break, let me also share with you a group that has come out to say that they are commending the DSS, Army, and for all the other people who have gone against the interim government speech being made. I'll be back.
Hello, my name is Kimberly Nwachukwu. I'm the host of Hard Facts, and I bring you the biggest stories driving conversation every weekday here on 95.1 Nigeria Info Hard Fact Show. I love to get your opinion and conjectures, but the facts you cannot dispute here on Hard Facts. Join me and let's talk.
Nothing breaks the news like the news. Trust me, I can prove it. I do it every morning on Morning Crossfire from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Nigeria Info 95.1, and I'm Femi D. Amede. Join the biggest conversation around national politics every day in a way that is trustworthy, full of passion, and yes, covers the biggest politics and the stories that matter to you. See, you have all the reasons to find out what's going on in Nigeria and be engaged differently. Let's talk. That's the way to go, even this morning.
This is Nigeria Info.
It would interest you to know that the APC have responded to the issue being brought forward by Nyesom Wike in his latest media charts, or rally, if I would say. That's brought us quite a number of things, and they're saying they're ready for it. We'll get to listen to that in the next 3 minutes after the break.
So, as you wake up one first.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
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 is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
Not Dina Malaya only that's responding to weakest charts. The APC River State have also taken out time to explain. And in fact, the way they put things is to say results were rewritten in River States. That's INEC officials are still, in fact, let me quote it this way. INEC officials still rewriting Rivers results. APC says Wike's men are perfecting the rigged elections. Is that true? Well, here's how they explain it. Take a listen to this.
This is Morning Crossfire.
Governor of Rivers State, His Excellency Governor Nyesom Wike. Well, the All Progressive Congress in Rivers State has analyzed today's media charge by the outgoing governor of the state, and we are forced to make the following depositions. Number one, by his live media chat today, Governor Wike has confirmed that he, the INEC, and the Nigerian police arrested the 3 APC lawyers ostensibly to obtain our party's evidences of the electoral hiss that took place in Rivers State through coercion. Number two, by his own admittance, he connived with the operatives of the Nigerian police to steal APC documents. Number three, in the annals of Nigerian political history, what Governor Wike did by brandishing a flash drive purportedly containing details of APC legal briefs is akin to the Watergate scandal in the United States of America under President Richard Nixon, wherein 5 burglars linked to President Nixon were arrested at the Democratic National Committee.
This is Nigeria